What's up, Dragon Brood? Today we have a list that appeared on the Magic Challenge, and this is an Esper list that's not control. So let's talk about it, because this looks like it's going to be a fun video today. Okay, we're starting with some Seam Rip, because you do need some removal. We also have Cecil, Dark Knight, because this card's just good. We have Stab for some more removal, as well as Tragic Trajectory. Exercise, this does actually exile, which is important for this deck, and some Get Lost for a little catch-all removal. But then we have Duelist of the Mind, so obviously we're going to want several things that can draw cards or commit crimes so we can see more cards. We do have Aang's Iceberg, which is another way to exile some stuff and kind of indiscriminately get any type of target. We do have Kutzel's Flanker as a way to remove graveyards and could possibly pump up something or gain some life. Raven Eagle. Now, this is a card that I have seen showing up in a couple of deck lists lately, but not a ton. But this is a 3-mana, 2/3 flyer. When it enters or attacks, you can exile a card from a graveyard. If you exile a creature, you make a clue, which is another way we could draw cards, which is nice. And then whenever you draw your second card, your opponent loses a life, you gain a life. Obviously, you can see how this works well with the Duelist of the Mind. It could remove something, Duelist of the Mind, then let you draw and discard. This drains your opponent for 1. So there's some fun little synergies going on here. But a lot of this works with Ketramos, right? We exile something, we lose a life, we get to draw a card. Then with the Raven's Eagle, we get to drain a life. Then with the Duelist of the Mind, we get to draw a card, right? Like, there's a bunch of things that are happening here. Just a bunch of cool little interactions. And then, of course, the big Sphinx for drawing cards, Quantum Riddler. This card's just obviously good, and if you're playing blue and you want to draw a card, you might as well be doing this. But yeah, quick reminder, if you want to save some money on your Magic, go and check out our friends over at Tales of Adventure. It's TOAMagic.com. You can use my code DRAGON, that's DRAGN, and it'll save you 5% on all your Magic purchases. Seriously, go do that. For now, though, let's go see if Esper can be good in an aggro shell, as well as it can be in control. Yeah, I guess we keep this, right? I mean, I can't think of a great reason to get rid of this. I mean, except for, I guess, turn 2 isn't that exciting if the opponent doesn't have something we can remove with Seam Rip, so there's that. But they're probably just going to get rid of Cecil here. Yeah. And we drew nothing exciting. So it's probably worth just passing here. I don't think it's worth showing them the white mana yet and let them just think we're some type of Dimir mid-rangey or aggro thing. Ew, that's an interesting choice. So this is probably a life drain type of deck. Kind of debating if I want to run one of these Eagles out. But I'm just sort of wondering that if they're playing Shelter, then we wouldn't be able to get rid of their card. I guess we'd be able to get rid of the Shelter. Then that's a lot of work. I think I'm just going to pass here and maybe just use Aang's Iceberg. Oh, sweet. So they did have the Shelter. So we would have gotten into a bad situation there. And what I mean by that is, if I play this in the Shelter, I didn't have any removal. I guess I could have Seam Ripped and paid the 2, I suppose. So I guess I could have done that, but no biggie. We're just going to go here. Go to our graveyard, because we don't really need this, right? Get us a clue in the turn. Singling Evangelist. Well, that sucks, because we can't get rid of it with this. We can attack, though, and then we can block. How do we want to go about business here, I guess is the question. Man, I don't know what I want to do. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, my first instinct was to go ahead, just play another Eagle, get rid of this thing. They could maybe have another Shelter. But then, do we care? I think I'm doing this. Don't know if it's right, but if we get into a life gain race sort of thing, I think we're okay. I mean, we can keep graveyards empty, but they're not really a graveyard deck. I don't think that's really a big concern here. I have to assume they have another removal or Shelter or something, because I Otherwise, they kept a very light hand. Sathera. Well, that's a thing that happened. I don't think you understand, opponent. That doesn't pump itself. You do get a 1/1, though, for your troubles. Which I guess, if it dies, now I have to lose a thing, so that's fine. Oh. Well, you're a neat card. Let's see how this works out. It didn't. Gonna pay 2, and we're gonna hit this up again. Duelist of the Mind. That probably works with what we have. That's fine. Now they're probably gonna sacrifice the dude. Helping Hand. Nope, they're just gonna return the thing to the battlefield and make a token. Fair enough. You got it. So we can Duelist, we can Raven Eagle, we can exile something. Yeah, that's fine. Away goes Ketramos. We didn't really have a lot to do with that here anyway. Not the end of the world. Here's an interesting thing. What if we just... Nah, let's do this. And then let's remove that. Then we get to draw, drain the opponent. Hey, that's what we were looking for. That's what we needed. Let's get rid of this. I don't think that's important to anything we're doing here. Alright. No attacks. So we should, theoretically, barring something super crazy here, be okay after this turn. Yeah, we just take the 4 here. It's not even worth blocking. Now, next turn, because we can be really tricky, we can then get rid of their thing, block, make them think they're going to get some value they're not going to get, and then that's kind of exciting. So let's go ahead and... Actually, we could just do that now. Actually, I say that, because that's legendary, right? Yeah, they might have another one in hand. So I'm not actually going to attack here. It's a little bit conservative, mind you. But I think we wait and try to just get more value here. Wait till the opponent decides, okay, I think I want to block your stuff or attack into you. Great. Then we're in pretty good shape, I think. If they don't do anything, then we'll just go ahead and probably next turn remove their token. And oh, an Elspeth. Aren't you cute? Well, this sort of changes things. Well, nah, it doesn't really. Because we can just get rid of Elspeth with the Aang's Iceberg. Start attacking with flyers. It's just a matter of, do we want to do it now or do it later? Yeah, get your tokens. You got it. We're going to get rid of this. Drain the opponent. Oh, actually, we got to keep the Aang's Iceberg. Alright, that resolves. We don't want any more flyers in the way to go after Elspeth, actually. So we'll just take the 2 here. Matter of fact, we can just remove the token, get our thing, and then just attack into Elspeth. We can just get more value here. So that's probably what we're going to do. And we'll get to draw a card off of the Duelist of the Mind. And drain the opponent. Land can go away. We'll also get that back. And then all of these can attack into Elspeth. Removing that, I suppose. And that. Get us a bonus card. Get to grow the Duelist of the Mind. All right. Played that a little conservative. I think we could have been a turn ahead here, but kind of worked out just the same. Yeah, now if they sweep the board, it's just us and Ketramos. Oh, they had Season of the Burrow? Bruh. You know what? It's funny. I almost never see that card, but this week and last week, when I was making content specifically to show y'all, that card has come up and been great against me. That's so funny. Just go from never seeing it to having it just be like the card to have there. That's too funny. Yeah, we just block one of these. That's fine. This is the strangest Orzhov Tokens deck I've seen. It's kind of neat, though. Alright. We attack or remove something. We get to draw a card, have this guy. I mean, sure. Why not? We'll just make a blocker here. Draw some cards. Yep. Go attacking? I mean, might as well keep stuff out of their graveyard since they have all kinds of shenanigans now. Discard this courtyard. There's a lot of random value happening here. We don't even need to scry. We just have access to so many cards. We don't even care right now. All right, you got it. I think we can also water bend here, so that we can draw or scry off of the Ang's Iceberg. I mean, yeah, you just put it on Rabbit or whatever, right? That would make the most sense. But then the game's just over no matter what for them, right? They're only going to have one flying blocker. So we block Evangelist, we block 2 Rabbits, take whatever that is, 7. And then that's game. Or 8, I guess, potentially. It's fine. No big difference either way. These are the games that feel good to win, though, right? Playing a little carefully, and the opponent's deck effectively did everything it wanted to do, and we're able to overcome it. Even Sothera, where they were making a bunch of tokens and whatever, and able to attack us with inefficient blocks for our side, like, it was all pretty solid. No gripes. I mean, that rep, you should spread the counters around opponent. Like, putting it on one thing is not good. Because I'm just going to make that one of the things I chump block. Of course. So, oh, actually, I would give them another flyer, huh? It doesn't matter. When we attack, we're going to... Yeah, I don't think it matters. Yeah, take 5. Sure. I mean, the Raven Eagles are going to do some draining. Oh, well, this is also good. Makes that also less of a problem. Just get rid of you. Alright, cool. That'll do it. Yeah, we also could have just played a Quantum Riddler, drawn extra cards. That also drains them for 2, so even if we didn't get rid of the Defender, they were still going to be in trouble. Yeah, I also forgot about what I was thinking about Ang's Iceberg is because you can water bend, you can tap other creatures. So when I blocked, I should have went ahead and just tapped everything so I could get rid of it. Because this isn't... There's nothing under it. So I should have scried 2 cards just because. But no harm, no foul. Still got the win on that one. Ooh. So we only have access to blue and white. All right. We can get by for a couple of turns. Pretty much exactly a couple of turns, but we'll see. Yeah, probably still worth it. Actually, no, I should have played this tapped, because this is a sorcery. Gosh dang it. That was silly. Guess it's not going to matter much. The turn's still going to look the same. Like, only one spell I'm casting here, and it's this. So hopefully that slows things down just a little bit. Alright, well, they still have 3 mana. They didn't miss any land drops, so whatever they're going to do, they're going to do. Nope, they say, you know what? I want my Badger Mole back. That's fair. Can't say I blame you. Oh, Keen-Eyed Curator. That's tough. Let's do this. And then we'll get rid of a Badger Mole Cub, draw and discard. Ew, do we just get rid of a Ketramos here? I don't think that's right, but not sure what else I want to do. I was kind of hoping that would have been a land, really. Just to open up some more options for next turn. Yep, you have a shelter. You got it. They still have an instants and creatures in their graveyard, so we have to keep that note as well. Oh, alright, we're just going to pass here. This leaves all options open, so if they play Ouroboros, we could get rid of that. If we have to block a Keen-Eyed Curator, we could do that. Yep, you got it. You can get 3 types, but there's also just instants and creatures left that we are aware of. Unless they have a land there that I forgot about. Nope, instants and creatures. You're attacking with both. They are. Good for us. Let's grind. For the love of everything, maybe find some lands on top. Ooh. I think because I already have the get lost, we'll just do this first. And then we'll block. Then they did us a favor by exiling some cards to make things a little better for our Ketramos when that time comes. So that's cute. I think, though, we're just going to do this for now. Exile probably this. We knew what was on top, so we're not too surprised by that. I think because of what they're playing, I'm just going to keep the removal. I'm going to get rid of this and hold on to Ketramos. And take 2. Yep, we'll keep that. All right. Feel like we've weathered a little bit of a storm here pretty well. They did get to their 4 mana point with double green. If they cast an Ouroboros, we're fine. So we don't have to... Ooh, Scrap Shooter, though. That's a little bit of a different story. Scrap Shooter's pretty damn good. Okay. What does this look like? I guess we just... Iceberg? So we can keep attacking? Damn, our hand's loaded. Jeez. Yeah, I guess we... I mean, why not? Go attacking? I guess I should have used this first, but we'll use it now. Wow, another flanker. Jeez. I'm going to just get rid of that. I feel like we're reaching the point in the game where we could just be doing other things now. That's not the most important thing to have in our hand. Oh, we're going to put a shelter on a land? Nope, there's an Ouroboros. I was wondering when that was going to show up. Yeah, it resolves. You got it, fam. Put some 1/1s on things. And we've gotten lucky since we got rid of the Badger Mole Cub and some other pieces. They've had to kind of not really get to take advantage of the Ouroboros here, because while they will put counters on things, great. You know, we don't even have to take any damage this turn, so that's super nice. That's a good other backup option to have, but let's go ahead and go here. Get to draw an extra card, which, gosh dang it, is still... Oh, where's the land at? Do we just keep the... Oh my gosh. I don't know what to do here. Ketramos with no more eggs. I mean, but we do have Raven Eagle. Alright, well the opponent's conceding anyway. I think the play was still going to come down to discard a get lost. And then next turn, worst case scenario, we have Duelist of the Mind. We could get lost something, draw 2 cards. Maybe if we got an untapped land, we play Ketramos, and then we can attack, Eagle, target something, exiles a thing, you know. So we were in pretty good. The synergy in this deck is actually very surprising. I'm actually really impressed by this. Okay, this feels like the most aggressive hand we've had so far. Doesn't really do much, though, because we don't have anything to target with these to be able to draw cards. So we've got to find a way. Yeah. I think we do this. And... Huh. I'm just going to go no attack. So they have to waste something to at least get rid of Cecil before they do anything else here. Which if they do, they do. We're not going to be hurt by that. This would be a real test for us, because we do have ways to remove their graveyard, which is a big thing for the Lessons decks, but they can also just go through a lot of cards and get rid of our key creatures, which could be a big issue. So we have to wait and see. Wow, that's peculiar. So they use that to bounce their thing instead of try to come through and get the free card with Grand. I guess they make another token, so it's all good. Is it worth it to even try to catch Ramos here? Probably not. Let's just do this. Well, maybe we'll get lucky and draw like the 1 mana exile, and then we'll have a few tricks we could maybe try. Yeah, you got it. Gonna get an attack for 4. Why not? I can respect it. My thing with these types of builds, though, is like, I do feel like these draws, you just end up doing a lot to just get a couple of points in. Okay, there's a Raven Eagle. So that's pretty key. I'm not going to say it's mission critical, but it's real good. Also, I should have attacked for 1 last turn. I just realized that. Just missed damage for the sake of missing damage. Ooh, Cutzel's Flanker. We can just remove a whole graveyard. Not that it's going to do a lot here. Yeah, that's fine, I suppose. Probably don't need that. Attacking for 6, which should have been 7 somewhere along the way. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do that. Don't think we have to be in too crazy of a hurry here. How many cards do we have? Oh, wait, because this will be an opponent's graveyard? No, target player's graveyard. So we could potentially get rid of our own if we need to. Alright, I don't get to have a Raven Eagle. Darn. So sad for us. I mean, I still might even attack with the Grand here, but, you know, that's just me. Yeah, we'll get rid of one of those. I'll take 6. I'm in that market. Oh, well, that becomes a bit of a different discussion. Huh. Remove their graveyard. That's 5 cards. It doesn't matter either way. Alright, we'll just do it. Maybe we find a land here that we need. Okay. I think we're still... I'm still going to try to hold Ketramos here for a second. Not what we were looking for, man. Not what we were looking for. Alright, well... That's tough. If I play this, I can only get rid of that, really. So I might as well just do it, though. Alright. That wasn't a great turn for us, realistically. This is the type of situation I think that could still lead to us losing, which is tough, but not a lot we could do there. Oh, they're playing the Serpents. That's also good to know. Yeah, I was wondering if they were going to do that forever ago. I mean, that makes sense. I mean, I know the trap you're going to try to put me in here, but we're going to block like this. And just see if we draw something relevant. We really did not, unfortunately. But it does let us draw cards that we just have to discard. But, you know. I'll just pay the quench. Why not? Hopefully we don't lose anything relevant. Okay, well, we wouldn't have been able to cast that anyway after paying for quench, so it's fine. Alright, this is kind of it. If they get us, they get us. Otherwise, we have to draw something at a minimum that draws cards. Or actually targets, I guess. That does not do it. We can attack and only get 1 through. Man, if we had anything that could target something here. Oh, that's brutal. All right. We were close, y'all. I think we just missed it. We had our window, and we failed. All right, a Grand. But if they're playing Grand, they're not doing anything else here. Yeah, attack for 3. Yeah, might as well. All right, come on, deck. Oh, we literally just drew lands. Oh, and this is how we lose. That's tough. Oh, that's brutal. All right, well, if that's how we go out, it's how we go out. Man, almost any card, non-land card in the deck would have won us there. That hurts. That hurts my soul. All right, I mean, I guess we're still not out of it. Surprised they didn't attack with more there. Okay, this, maybe. We Seam Rip, try to get rid of Wan Shi Tong. Do we get something good? No! No! Is that enough, though? Do they have nothing? Wow, we still got there! That was crazy. I don't even think I played that well. And somehow we still got there. And we ripped whatever that was, like 4 or 5 lands in a row. And we discarded lands along the way, too. That's crazy. We have 1, 2, 3, 4 lands in the graveyard and an extra one in hand. I don't know how we won. I mean, I know how we won it, but wow. Wow, that's cool. Can't even be mad about that. Ooh, okay. I'll keep it. This doesn't feel great, but it's good enough, you know? Because there's a good chance we're doing nothing on 2. Possibly not even doing much of anything on 3, depending on what they're playing, because it may not even be worth it to run a Ketramos out there. We just have to see. Momo Playful Pet. That's not the cost-reducing Momo. But do we get rid of it? I'm going to do it. I mean, obviously, they still get benefits from it, but... So we're probably just scrying here. Yeah. It's almost why I didn't, and I figured maybe I get rid of whatever they play on 2. Because, I mean, if it's a cost reduction Momo, it would have probably been dragons or angels, potentially. This feels like it could just be the Flyers deck. That's awful for us, though. The fact, when your opponent leaves both cards on top, that's not good. Okay, I actually don't hate that under the circumstances. Like, in that case, we just do this. Because they already used the exercise, so maybe they don't have another. I mean, they could also have, like, shelter, you know. If they do, they do. Oh, so is it angels? It's still angels, but you're playing Momo? Did you put the wrong Momo in the deck, opponent? It doesn't matter if we're just not going to draw anything here anyway, so, you know, is what it is. We may have to play this just to scry, as much as I'd want to get rid of the one card in their graveyard. Well, I know what that is. That's the angel that exiles stuff from the yard and lets you return stuff to hand or whatever, but totally fine. Alright. With the pauses here, it also feels like they have one of the 1-mana protection spells, so I don't think even if we get something to exile, say, Giada, that it's going to help us, unfortunately. And that makes me a little sad. Don't need the land, obviously. Just debating. I don't think Cecil really helps here either. Yeah, they have something here. Uh-oh. Okay, Duelist of the Mind, kind of helpful. And this is anytime we commit a crime. Okay. So as long as we hold a card in hand, I think we're okay. Pass the turn, because we might need to exile card from their graveyard. We won't get to draw, because this is only on our turn. Starfield Shepherd, sure. Get to go hunt. Alright, they just went and got a Plains. Okay. Alright, well, we'll do the thing. Exile target player's graveyard. Doesn't do much. I mean, it's one more card for Ketramos, but, you know, maybe. Okay, Raven Eagle, you're something. You're doing a little bit of work. I don't hate it. Now the question is, do I want to block Momo or not? Because them scrying or putting counters or something is probably not good for us, but also on some level, just getting rid of stuff is decent here, so sure. It's a fine line, though. It was close to not blocking Momo. Only because I'm also pretty sure that this is the angel that's going to return stuff, so fortunately, we already have a way to exile something from their graveyard. Alright, there's a land, which is good, because I was going to need something to discard to the Duelist of the Mind. And now we get a clue token, which also helps. And that gets us another card, which we don't need. And then we're going to try to be a little aggressive here. And let's just see what we can do. Uh-oh. Destroy target attacking creature? No, this is the protective spell. Yeah, that's what I thought. So we were right that they had it. Sure. If they're doing that, do we go ahead and just draw? I think we just draw the card here. I think this is fine. Ooh, Seam Rip. That's legit. This gets hexproof and indestructible, though, till end of turn. Alright, let's play this tapped and see where this turn goes. Yeah, you weren't going to let me keep that forever. I was wondering, sooner or later, something was going to show up and get rid of Ketramos here, but that's fine. I think they have another one, y'all. I really do. If I believe that. Let's just test it with this. Yeah, they have another. Okay, well, it's good to know. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so we were right in our predictions. We get to discard this. We get to... what else do you have over there? Alright. I don't think it matters too much. I'll hold this. And we'll attack with both of these. Actually, maybe I'm supposed to attack with the flanker, too. Just like... Nah, there's not enough value to doing that. Oh, I could have got rid of one of our flankers in the graveyard, though, so I could have got a clue token. That could have been pretty big. That might be a mistake there, not removing that. I mean, they can just play Starfield Shepherd again. Yeah, so like sooner or later, that thing was going to have to show back up. And a Lightstall Inquisitor. Sure, you can have this card I held on to. Of course. What else would I have drawn? Makes perfect sense, right? Let's attack, attack, attack. Actually, I'm supposed to just get in there with everything, right? Go to our graveyard. We'll get one of these. I'm also going to put full control on. Just so I can respond to the discard if I end up wanting to keep both of these. Well, no, that one can go away. Alright. Draw. Ooh. Ooh. Oh, it stacked them differently. I needed to move those the other way. Alright, well, this Duelist of the Mind's gone. Yeah, I needed him to do the other way, so I would have gotten the clue token. But it's neither here nor there. It's fine. It mostly works out. We'll get 2 cards in our hand here. And the opponent's in top deck mode. Yep. Now, they will be able to flip up their creature here, which they've been waiting on. Seems fine. I'm going to go ahead and hold these. The opponent is at 9, however. And the Raven Eagles do start adding up. Man, that Momo on that early turn really threw me. I thought I had an idea. Oh, that's I don't think I've even seen that promo version. That's pretty cool. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, we just play this. Ooh, Aang's Iceberg. I like that a lot. I think we just take 2 so we can just draw another card here. And then... if we damage you... yeah, we just don't even attack here. There's no need. We know they're top decking, so we just make them play whatever removal they find or whatnot. This has Ward 2. Okay. We need them to play some cards, though, so we know that this isn't something they can defend. Wow, a Buster Sword. That's cute. That's a thing that happened. I mean, I would still block with the Quantum Riddler, but cool. like that's a neat thing. Wow, options galore just happened. So we go ahead and try, right? And we can respond if they do have a protective spell with the Get Lost, but they don't. So that's cool. We get those creatures back, which we love. Play a tap land, go attacking. Get rid of this. Draw a card, make a clue. I don't even know if we need this anymore. Probably not. This is a tough matchup for the opponent, too, because we also have a lot of flyers. And that's kind of the benefit to Angels, is your opponents don't have all the flyers. Yeah, this is gross, because if they sweep the board, we're just like, alright, here come more dudes. What you gonna do? Yeah, that's not really gonna be enough there, opponent. But I guess you do what you gotta do. They do get a free card here, potentially. So that could be kind of cool. Wow, and there's a cloud? Oh, I would have never guessed what this deck was, y'all. Opponent was deep in their bag, because I would have not guessed any of these things. Absolute insanity. This is wild. But credit to them. I mean, Standard gives you a lot of options right now. That's for sure. Okay, opponent's at 11. We're going to... We just need 4 to deal with this. Oh, no, I need 5, actually. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, I guess we'll do this, because this will drain the opponent. I'm just like, if they cloud attack with a thing on it, how do we feel about it? I think I'm going to be a little careful here just in case. Probably being overly cautious here, but just want to make sure. Because sometimes you have to, instead of trying to find a way to win, you have to be careful to not lose as well. There are times you want to not lose, and there's sometimes you want to try to make sure you're doing the right things to win. And those look different at different times. Alright, we're not worried about that, because we can just jump off a Duelist of the Mind or whatever here if we want to. Because nothing tramples. And we have all the flyers. So we got there. This was... Yeah, so this was an actual Angels equipment deck, but not playing the cost reduction Momo, and also playing Cloud to find like busters. So there's a lot happening in this deck. I don't even know how I would describe it to somebody, but interesting take nonetheless. Also could have double blocked there, and you know, we had options. But yeah, that'll do it. Crazy game, man. Cool deck by the opponent, but it was doing a lot, let me tell you. Yeah, that was crazy. I don't even think we lost the game. And I will say, the Izzet Lessons deck was really close, but there was also multiple points where I drew bricks and somehow we still won. I don't know. The cool thing I will say about this deck, though, is I don't know what the best card is in the deck. They were all very good, right? We needed Quantum Riddler size and cards at one point. We needed the ability to dig with the Duelist of the Mind. You know, we needed Cutzel's Flanker to remove a graveyard. We need the Raven's Eagles to drain the opponent's life total. Like, they all work together very well. I think there's some awkward one-ofs a little bit with, like, the Exercise, you know, and the Stab. I think we cast them both, and they came in handy, I guess. But those are probably the only cards I was questioning. You know, maybe were there some better creatures, or maybe even other enchantments or something we could play there that would be helpful, potentially. But everything else worked very well. And I think I made a few mistakes playing this one for sure. you know, as my first go through. But literally, I played 0 games with it. Y'all saw everything, and we won them all. So whatever. I don't know what to think about this, but this is a sweet deck list. Yeah, if you want to play some Esper, but you don't want to play Control, this is a fun one. Link's going to be over on Moxfield, though. Go check it out. Support the folks that support the channel. As always, it's all of you for now. We'll see you next time.